Hey YouTube, Freedom for Kaz here, and I am at Baker's Green Acres with Mark Baker, and it's been a fantastic weekend. We were here today. Mark was very gracious to all of us. He opened his farm, his heart, and his family to everything that he's been through, and sharing ideas, sharing knowledge, and just talking and having a great time. Mark, I just want to thank you for, being just the small guy that you are, and from your heart, I know you can give a lot of information and help everyone here with your experiences to what's going on. And I've shared with you my experience with what I've been through in the last 5 years as well, losing my house, losing everything, so I can totally understand where you're coming from. And I just want to thank you so much for opening up your farm, sharing information, and just being a great guy in the community. Now, and I understand you're still going through your struggles as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very tough going through what he's going through with his pigs, and I've learned so much while being out here this weekend. Again, just want to thank you so much for inviting everyone out and opening your farm.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I'm thankful to all the folks that came out and showed support. And we continue to fight another day. I probably should fill people in on what's happened. We don't have feral pigs, by the way. It's the state of Michigan has come out with what they call a declaratory ruling, and they have 9 characteristics on that ruling, and if your pig has even one, they say that your pig is feral, and they've added feral pigs to the invasive species order, which makes your pig illegal to own, and for owning it, it makes you a felon. So I refuse to depopulate my animals, and it kind of put me in a limelight with the state, and then we sued the state for clarification of what this declaratory ruling is all about, because the characteristics that they give are characteristics like if your pig has a straight tail, it's illegal. If your pig has a curly tail, it's illegal. If your pig has a floppy ear, it's illegal. If your pig has a straight ear, it's illegal. If your pig has striped babies, illegal. If your pig is black, illegal. If your pig has hind foot length, whatever that means, it's illegal. So we just need clarification of what this is about, because it seems to us as though they've outlawed every pig except what they call pigs used for domestic hog production, which they have absolutely refused to define. But when we look at our sources for definitions of what domestic hog production are, we clearly fit into domestic hog production. But yet they're saying that our pigs are feral. But by definition, a feral pig is a pig that lives on the outside of the fence, that's been abandoned by men or escaped from husbandry of people. So we're trying to get clarification on it, and they don't want us to go to trial, of course. They want the whole thing thrown out. They're trying to say that I don't have standing to go to trial, and they've also slapped us with a $700,000 fine, which we can't find any place where in the state of Michigan any agricultural outfit has ever been slapped with a fine that big. And we're just a small 80-acre farm that I work here with my wife and kids. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're making a stand. This weekend Friday we had our day in court to explain to the judge why we think we need to go to trial. And they had their chance to explain to the judge why they think we shouldn't go to trial, and why we shouldn't have a jury, and why I should have to stop at the bank on the way home and withdraw $700,000. Well, the judge didn't hand down a ruling yet, but he would like to do that before August 27th, when our hearing date is scheduled for. But if he can't get the opinion together by then, it's pretty good chances that our trial will be put off. Could be 6 months. Who knows? So that's where we're at. The state has made it impossible for us to sell our pigs in the state, and difficult for us to sell them out of state. So So we've got all these animals here that we have to feed, but we're not able to sell. So that has put us in financial distress. It's been going on for the better part of 2 years now. And so that's where we are. We had this fundraiser this weekend, Saturday. A lot of people showed up. I don't know, I think we broke even on the fundraiser, to be honest with you. But the most important thing was that we had 328 people from 13 different states
Wow.
at the court.
Wow, that's
In
fantastic.
The courtroom was completely packed. People were sitting and standing all the way to the front in the center aisle. So the judge was pretty sure that we were, people are listening, people are interested to see what happens here. I think the defense, because we're the plaintiff, and the state is the defendant, we sued them. I think their lawyers were just perfect. Just perfect. I mean, they did a great job of representing the state. And I thank them for that. Yeah.
Right.
And our lawyers are pretty confident that we will get a trial. So that's where we're at.
For those of you who aren't aware of Mark Baker's situation, I will leave the links to his YouTube channel and his website below in the description area. And I just want to compliment you on a fantastic family. You have a very loving family. I've met all of your family over the weekend, and I just had a half-hour discussion with your second oldest son. And just a hard-working family, a very loving family. You can't meet better people, you know. Just and I mean that from the heart. When I first got here and walked right up to Mark and shook his hand, and first thing he did was tell me a joke. So I knew we were going to have a great weekend. But again, I just want to thank you, Mark, for opening your farm and opening your heart and sharing your story with all of us.
It's my pleasure. Hope to get to do it again soon. Hope we make it to trial, and maybe we can do this again.
Excellent. Links are below. Have a good day, everybody.